Hey friends, this is Grace and welcome to my channel and with another sketch jumpstart video. Today I am working with that sketch where you have this big picture or collage of photo in the center and then like some items being tucked all around the large photo or collage in the center. And so I decided that I will pull some die cuts from my stash. I have this book that I created, I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe even 3 years ago. And I put all of my loose die cuts there, and it has been really helpful because it just contains them. And I adhere those die cuts with some removable adhesive so I can easily peel it when I need to actually use the die cut. So the photos that I'm working with are four 3x4 photos, but I did trim one of them so that it will fit snugly with the rest of the photos. And these are just photos of my big kids having fun at the costume store. We went there one time closer to Halloween, and I think this was 2019 where the big kind of the big thing for costumes are those big heads, like big faces. And so they had put on the former First Lady and number 45 president. And they also put in this funny, or not funny, but kind of creepy too, face for, I don't know, like a Joker type of face. Anyways, I took pictures of them with my phone, and then I just wanted to capture how silly they were. And yeah, just those little moments where we are together and just having fun. So like I said, I am going to add a bunch of die cuts to the edges of that. I did start off with the orange cardstock and I just gutted the inside of it because I know that I would put this black diagonal stripe paper as the main background, or yeah, pattern paper background. So now is the fun part where I add all those die cuts. They're from a bunch of different companies. What I was looking for was the shape. I wanted them to be all different kinds of shapes. I didn't want them to just be like rectangles or squares. I wanted all those like curvature, or like the look of the tag, the bottom of the tag. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, and I want to make sure that I do split them up so that as far as the colors, that I could spread around the colors a little bit more. Now I know that all you're gonna see is just a little peek of that shape, and so I'm going to cut them up in half so I can maximize my die cuts. And I am peeling off the whatchamacallit, the repositionable tape that I use to put these die cuts on my book. And if you're interested in what that book looks like, I will try to remember to put the link in the description box below so you can see what die cut book I am talking about. Basically, it's just a binder and I have pages in there, and then I use it or I fill it in with loose die cuts so that they're all in one place, and I could just flip the pages and look for a specific one that would fit my layout that I'm working on. Okay, so now is the fun part where I add my die cut pieces, and I just added adhesive to the edge of this yellow cardstock, and then I'm just kind of laying them where I think they should go, and just overlapping them. I feel like overlapping is good too with this kind of design because then you know they're all connected. And also, like I said, I cut them in half, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't put the same type of, or the other half of the die cut piece like close to the other one, if that makes any sense. Like that light blue paper or card die cut piece that I have on the top, I made sure to put the other piece of that on the bottom, just so they're not too close together. And this blue one with the lines for journaling, I tried to make sure that I put that opposite one another so that it will look better. Like, it's even, and they're scattered well enough. All right, so that is basically it. I will add that Together and Memories as my title. They are die cuts as well. I'm just going to have this spell or say Memories Together. And then I did pre-type my journaling and then printed that off on craft cardstock. I'm trying something different right now. And instead of printing my journaling on white cardstock, I'm printing them in on craft, just to make it, just make it look a little different. And then that space on top of the journaling is where I'm going to house my title. So this is a really great layout or sketch to use if you have a lot of these like different shaped elements like die cuts. You can also use pattern paper if you want. And like, if you have like really small scraps of designs that you are saving, you can also put that here. The one thing though that I would say is if you are going to use a bunch of different colored items, it's really good to use a more neutral paper as a background. And that's why I picked that black diagonal paper, because I knew that all of these die cuts are going to offer me different colors already, and I didn't want that to conflict with the background. So I made sure that I had a neutral one. I'm sure you can use white as well. All of those colors will stand out better with white. You can also use craft if you want, but I like the black one because the design, the subtle diagonal design still has an interest, but it doesn't cause you to, or it doesn't go against the colors, the myriad of colors that I have with the die cuts. And I'm just adding a few more things here and there. I did try to see if I can add this patriotic banner, just because, they had a picture of the president and the first lady there. So I just thought that I would add that. And then a few more things that I did add in besides the kind of the die cut shapes like the circles and stuff is the heart, the let's stick together, and then I think I will add some twine to the tops of the tags that I created, or that I added to, to my photo collage paper. And then I debated if I would just stick the whole thing onto the black paper, but I found that it has more impact if I adhered it with some foam adhesive, just so that it will be raised a little bit and you can really see the difference between the two layers. And so I just grabbed a bunch of my foam adhesive that I make myself. I grab some fun foam, and then I add some like those sheets of adhesive on there, and then I trim it, just because I know that I'm not gonna be using like big pieces for my scrapbooking and card making, and so I usually just trim that off. And I'm showing you the close-ups here, and if you have any questions, let me know in the description box below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.